Alright guys, so here we have the A6 that I picked up. I have it in service position, and I am trying to get to this oil leak right here, which the best way to do it is through the intake. I put it in service position here, that way we can inspect everything and also visually make sure that there's no other leaks, because this is a big leak right here, and so it looked like it was coming everywhere. So we're gonna replace this. Got a new sensor right here, it's only 12 bucks. Next on my list here is removing the low pressure fuel lines, getting this removed, and then we're gonna end up having to remove this whole entire intake manifold, disconnect everything back here, and that's pretty much where we're at. So that's what we're about to jump into right now. So for this part, you're gonna want some paper towels, 17 and let's see if we can get that 14 in there. Alrighty. So you can drain it with the VCDS system if you have that. I just ordered one actually, and it's on the way here, but I don't got it right now. So what we're gonna do is paper towels. I break the low pressure fuel lines first. Same thing, come over here. Realistically too, I can remove this crunchy thing. I got a brand new one of these, so I'm really not too worried. Let's get this out of the way. Ooh. Yeah, I got a new one of these. This is so crunchy. We don't need that. Out of the way. Back to this gas side. Let's undo that line. Let's get, who the fuck is you? Nothing too crazy. You can just take it out if you don't want it to leak later or stink. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and remove the high pressure line. Top ones usually leak out a little bit more. And then this, what they want you to remove the engine holder for that thing. See if we can get it on there without breaking the sensor. There we go. You really only have to get these like a quarter turn until they loosen up enough to take off with your fingers. It's just a tight spot in there. There we go. I'll let that bleed out. So now we got this Torx to remove, and these Torx holding that in. I guess that fuel line's gonna stay connected too. And just in case, I'm pretty sure This one goes too. Which looks like it was also bent by the previous shop, so wonderful. All right, so we got a few little brackets. And that'll get in the way. Let's get this one off. I'll leave that connected, and then I'll just gently pull this up and get that out of the way. All right, I hate using hand tools, but sometimes you just got to. Should have switched ratchet before I went in there. There we go.
A few moments later.
All right, I'm sure, again, there's something I'm missing under here. I think there's like a little connection in the back, but let's get all those stuck in there. Oh, she died on me. I need to get the fuel version. I honestly haven't charged that in a while though, so that's expected. So we can stick to it. All right, like that's it. Let's take the throttle body off. A little gasoline in the throttle body never hurt nobody. We'll give that a good cleaning. Readapt it and all that good stuff once it's back on the car. Oh yeah, and see, we got to get these lines right here. Well, looks like it's getting cut. I don't see another option. I don't care about these pliers, man. I want that damn clip off. I wonder how they got that off at the shop. If you know how to get around not cutting this off, let me know. I wonder if they just took the whole pipe off because they were already gonna have to. It's a great fucking question. So we just need that guy out of there. I'm hoping this isn't like filled with coolant or something stupid. It most certainly is. I'm just gonna drain the coolant. Fuck it. We're draining it. All right, so to drain the coolant on the 4.2 Audis, you're gonna see this little plastic screw right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. He's a gusher. Holy shit. Covered in coolant. We got a pisser. That's hilarious. Well, I've had smarter ideas. That tastes horrible. All right, all freshed up and ready to go here. That was bad. Anyways, I'm draining the coolant out because I also have a new reservoir coming. This is really gross looking. I don't like it, so we're gonna do away with you. Now we're gonna remove this little hose and not get coolant to go everywhere. Yay! Oh, you know what? It wants you to remove both of those. Guys, if you don't have a triple square stuff, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Very cheap, but very must-have set of the triple squares. You don't even really need the swivel head, but let's put that somewhere safe. Oh my god, guys. These bozos RTV'd this. Look at the fucking thing. Now I gotta pull the gasket material off to get to this fucking thing. Wow. This shop is a menace. This shop, whatever shop did this is a menace. Menace activities. Good lord. So yeah, we gotta do all this just to get to a $12 sensor. Seems about right, Audi. Audi. Audi, Audi, Audi. Of course, you want me to remove you. And you. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Speed this up a little here. A little too slow for my liking. Look at I didn't even touch that one. and it's finger loose. Who knows what they didn't put in on this car. That's all right, we're gonna get it fixed up. I'm just gonna stick this right back where it came from. We know these triple squares go with those. This one's not loose like that. That was very finger tight as well. Well, intake's coming off after this. All right, now we should be coming straight up and out. One more ridiculous one-use clip, which again, how did they get this off without clipping these? Mías no comprende. Oh, look at that, because you don't got it. Oh my God, these guys. No wonder it's got vacuum codes out the yin yang. Look, because they just slid it back on there. That's not even tight on there, so we're gonna fix that. That's those lines. Whoop-pow. All right, well, guess who has a carbon cleaning job now? I'll do a close-up on this to show you guys, but we got something leaking, oil leaking from here. This is the oil pressure switch that is busted and leaking right here. Leaking all the way down the front. All the valves are caked, so we're gonna have to do those. We're gonna have to replace the intake manifold gaskets. They're gonna leave the fuel rail on when we do this carbon cleaning this time. But yeah, there she is, really dirty with carbon, as expected. Check out this clip right here.
Definitely not the worst I've seen before, but pretty bad. This carbon ended up coming off in pretty solid chunks, and we walnut blasted this clean. So definitely check out the next video right after this one if you guys want to see a full carbon cleaning process on one of these Audi V8 engines.
So this is kind of why I don't really mind taking it apart and getting really deep in there, because if I didn't take that intake manifold off, I'd have no idea about any of this stuff going on in here, and we'd have some issues. So this kind of worries me right here. I wonder how that's dripping and where that's coming from. But for now, we're just gonna pop this sensor off, just because that's what we came to do originally. All right, now that's how you replace the oil pressure switch. This switch failed, it's leaking out of the top, and it's leaking out of the sides. So, leaking everywhere. I'm gonna clean this up, and then we're gonna get this pot back in there. Get this new sensor put on. Now we're back over here on the intake manifold. I'm really curious. I'm gonna pop these bolts out. Super curious where this leak is coming from. So it's just like a buildup of carbon. There's carbon leaking from somewhere. Look, this bottom of this is leaking right there. Needs a new seal. Now I'm gonna clean up all this stuff. We're gonna get this carbon cleaned and start going through the rest of this engine, guys. So tune into the next video. Thank you.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.